All right, thanks again. Today is a beautiful day. I hope everybody is having a beautiful day. It's been a long time I've uploaded video just because of one or two things. But anyway, we thank God. We are trying to resolve issues and so be expecting more video. Today I have one gentleman. He is from one of my lovely country because of one reason. But I wouldn't mention that one for today. He is from Uganda. So I would like him to introduce himself for us to go on.
Yes, thank you once again. My name is Kakoza Deo and I'm from Uganda.
Uganda.
Yes.
When you hear about Uganda, you have to one name have to come into your mind: India, me or Museveni. Am I right?
You are right.
Yes.
But Uganda is more than the two people you've mentioned.
Yes. Because I mentioned their name because they are the leaders, and I think they are doing great. When we put politics aside, because some time ago, one of my friends told me that when you put politics aside, Uganda is beautiful.
Very beautiful country.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes.
So today we will discuss later things, okay?
Yes.
You know, Africa is a continent where most people or some people think we are like less when it comes to development. Do you also believe that?
Yeah, we are a little bit lagging behind as far as development is concerned.
Okay.
You know, development it has to deal with a number of things. Yeah. Development in infrastructure like skyscrapers you see in some other country, but also development involves human growth and human development.
Yes.
If you look in the way we are developed as humans, as in what we do, what we can produce and what we can have, I think we are a bit behind. But we are on the way, we are moving slowly. Maybe we'll get there, I never know.
Yes, I believe that we'll get there. Maybe it might be you and our generation or the next coming generation.
True.
Yes. But I sometimes, or I believe that it depends on the development always happens when the youth are doing something.
Very true, because you see, in my saying, there is a saying in my country which literally can be translated that the older trees have to give way for the young trees. The young ones, they are the ones that make the forest
they are very vibrant, like they are strong.
Exactly.
Yes.
So the youth are so much important to the growth and development of any society.
Yeah. But you know, when it comes to development,
yes,
business and other things need to be like uplifted or booming.
Yes.
So right now, if you look into the Africa continent, most of the youth are traveling outside. Why do you think that they are doing that?
Yeah, like I may discuss this. You know why people are moving from one country to another, or from one continent to another continent? For example, from Africa to Asia. Yeah. It's because where we come from, there are no jobs. And unemployment, surely I believe it's not only the problem of Africa. Yeah. Unemployment sometimes it's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Europe, USA, Africa. But like I said, like when we began, you talked about development. Yeah. When something comes and it finds you unprepared, it affects you the worst. Yes. I'll give you an example of COVID. When COVID came, I heard on the news someone was saying that the black Americans were affected the most. Why? Because the society people tend to be poor.
Yeah.
When a tragedy comes, it affects the poorest the most. So what is happening in our societies is that we are when there is unemployment and it finds you unprepared, it affects you most.
Yes,
you end up running to another community or another country. Yeah. Look for unemployment so that you can take care of your people.
But when we talk about jobs,
yes,
or work, I wouldn't love her to dive into that much. But I think when they travel, like we all know, to other countries like Asia, like you mentioned, Europe.
Yes.
So what about if they have worked a little bit? Why would they go back with those kind of little money or the money that they get from travel outside or the work that they did outside back to their country to set up something to be able to put a stepping stone as a development to that country? What do you think?
Yes, when you come here, like for example in Dubai, we come to look for capital.
Yes, of course.
Capital in terms of cash. Capital in terms of cash. Yeah. This cash, if once you have it, you can go back home. But still, if home is not, there is no ground. You know, we began talking about the Uganda and the leaders. You know, leaders play a big role
in every development.
Yes, the leaders play a big role in any development. So you come to Dubai, for example, you've been in Dubai 5 years, but they are same leaders you left in Ghana, for example. They are doing the same things. So no matter how much capital you have, if the ground is not leveled for you for the business to grow, it will still. One time I had one colleague who was from Ghana. He was crying. He said he sent money. His wife is running a shop. there is a municipal tax you pay,
Taxes, yes.
and then the wife had paid this municipal pay, but then there is another authority which came in also ask for more extra money.
Yes.
So you see, however much is working and is trying, still this thing is not easy. Yeah, the ground is not leveled so that the business can move. And
but you know, you talk about taxes. Like you said, the person set up store or kiosk and or something like that, and then somebody came for revenue or taxes, another person came.
Yes.
So would we say that it's supposed to be the system?
Yes.
Because normally some people are being put in charge of this.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
So doing it this way, it seems like corruption is diving into the situation. You understand?
Yes.
Because if I am developing or I'm trying to set up a business, okay, and somebody comes for tax, which is right, because every developed country needs to pay tax, or every individual.
It's irresponsible of every citizen to pay tax.
Is that not it? So if you came to pay tax and like another day or another month, different people also came to take the same tax. I look at it like they are taking your profit away.
Yes.
So there's not going to be any development or any improvement on what you are investing.
Very true.
You understand? So we may conclude on this side that corruption is diving into the development. That is why we are not developing. Is that
very true?
Very true.
Very true.
So what do you think that we can do about that? Because I have a lot of friends in the diaspora, you know, which are willing to come back, to come and develop something. Because if you get home, I get home, maybe I can put up one or two things. Let's say I put up a shop. I'm going to employ somebody.
Yes.
So when I employ somebody, I've taken one nut out of the whole distance that is also moving ahead. That also can bring or is contributing to development. So would you like say the corruption or the taxes are being too much, or how would you put it?
Yes, like I said, if you come, for example, to Dubai and you work for 5 years, and then if the system back home is not changed or there is no leveled ground for the youth to operate their businesses smoothly, still, however much money you make in Dubai or Europe or where, you go back home, you find the same thing. Because what eats up our society is corruption. Like you said, yes, corruption.
So, but I think the corruption is coming from, I wouldn't say per se the leadership, because there are some people in the leadership who are doing good.
Okay.
But there are also some people in the leadership which are doing bad. But we will circle it as the government, because the government represents everybody.
Yes.
You understand? Despite the fact that we have some genuine people up there doing their work. You understand? Yeah. But because of the government system, we will include in that they are all corrupted. So what do you think that we can do as an African? Which, let's say, let's bring it to the people in the diaspora who wanted to go home. What are the measures that we can put down? Or what are the things that we can arrange before getting home to do something? Because we cannot stay here, or we cannot stay in other countries for long.
That is true.
So what advice would you give it to people that are thinking or wanted to go home and do something to bring, let's say, a development to their various countries?
Yeah, like there's a saying which goes that change starts with you. If you need or you want any change, it must begin with you.
Yeah.
You are the change you want to see.
Yeah.
So you would ask yourself one question: am I corrupt? Am I free of corruption? Or any other obstacle that can stop development?
Yeah.
Are you free of it? Because it begins with you and me.
Yes.
As much as we come and make money, but inside ourselves, we look at ourselves and say, are we free of these vices that eat up societies?
Yes.
Then when you check yourself and you find you're free, perhaps there could be other 10, 100, 1,000 who have not of anything like that inside. Then we can develop where we come from.
So if you have if somebody or if you have advice to anybody there that which is in the diaspora willing to go back to
their country,
yes, what kind of business do you think that they can, when they go home, they can do, which will bring good yield and reduce a little of unemployment?
There are a number of businesses, small scale businesses we can do, a number of them. I give you an example of a restaurant.
Yeah.
A small market, supermarket, small one. A restaurant can be a good business.
Okay.
Some of Africans, the youth, we like to party and do all things.
It's a great point.
Yeah, you can start up a recreation center.
Yeah.
No, that one. Why he's talking about the agriculture is not so much.
Yes.
It's not something you can easily
Yes.
It's not a one-day thing.
Yes.
But if, for example, you have some little capital, you can start with daily consumable things.
Yeah.
Then you can venture into agriculture or other products later. But it can be a restaurant. Because you know one thing, in my country we have a saying, and it's all over. Whether you've worked or not worked, you need to eat.
Of course, the hand need to lick, you know.
Yes.
Because talking about agriculture, I have one friend. He's a good friend of mine. He's from Ghana. He told me, Evans, when I get home, I wanted to go into agriculture. And I said, what kind of agriculture do you want to go?
Yes.
He said, I want to go into piggery. Yes. And I said, bro, this is a big, massive, what do you call it, project that he wanted to do. So we tried to talk about it. I give him one step, he bring the third step, I bring the fourth one, he bring the fifth one, and it's like you have seen a great idea.
You have the ideas within you. Yes.
So he told me that when he gets home, he's going to do
piggery.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a business.
It's a business.
Big, even my country, it's a big business. Because like I told you, people like to party, they like to be happy. So as they drink, they like to eat.
Yes, of
so
course.
Piggery, and you know piggery business, the pigs grow so faster.
So faster, and when they give birth, it's like, how would I mean?
12, 13,
yes.
yeah. But you know, it's all possible.
And do you know, apart from the normal gold or the diamond that we have in every, like the
most countries in Africa.
Africa is blessed with one crop that is like a gold. Do you know which crop is that?
Which is that?
That is cassava.
All right, yeah.
Cassava, a lot of good use. Down from the already used to the waste.
Yes.
So I would say cassava doesn't have any waste. You understand?
I know.
So if the youth can look at this aspect of the life,
yeah.
Because when they call you a farmer, it doesn't necessarily mean that you are holding the hold or the cutlass.
Very true. And once you have the capital in form of cash, you can employ other youths to do.
So look at it.
Even you can use machines.
Yes.
To do
machinery to do everything.
But it all begins with having land.
Land.
You need to buy land. I don't know how much land costs in your country, but land is the main production.
Yes.
Once you have land,
yes,
you have everything.
Yes. This of my friend that wanted to go into the piggery one, I encourage him very well. And I told him what we said over here wouldn't end here.
Yeah.
I will come some other time to say what we have said before.
Very true.
You understand? So that is it. Africa, we need to go back into our various countries. Mostly the people in the diaspora, we need to go back, start something. You understand?
Yes.
Okay. We would love to end it here. But he is a gentleman, you have a lot of ideas. I will ask you, or I would like you to give one advice to the people in the diaspora or the people back home.
Yeah.
If you,
I have quite a number of advice, more so to the people in the diaspora. First of all, make your money. Use it the way you wish to use it, because you are the machinery. It's you who makes the money. If you want to use the whole of it in Dubai and wherever you earn, finish it, that's up to you. If you want to take it home and develop something, still it's up to you. You know, you are the machine. You are the one who wakes up every early in the morning and sleep late, making that money.
Yes.
So as much as you save, take small piece of it or however much you want and enjoy yourself.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, like I said last time, you have to come to Uganda and enjoy it.
Yes, Uganda. Yeah. You know, this my friend that wanted to do the pilgrim farming. He told me that we'll go together.
Yeah.
So we'll go and enjoy.
Come to Uganda.
To add to it, with what my gentleman said here, I think we, the African, we need to start looking at it from this point, okay? Work and job. Which one will be beneficial? We are giving birth. So we need to weigh all these things together. If you are on a job, can your family or your kids come to succeed you? But what about if you have a work? I think you can bring them in that same circle so that they can also take care of
the best example is Indians. They run businesses from one generation to the next generation.
Yes. So, you know,
and we can do the same.
Indians, I may say, are from Africa. We will not dive into that today. We will find some other time, then we'll finish that aspect. That's it. So thank you so much for being on the show.
Welcome.
All the best, Africa.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We out.